Afternoon baseball here on the show. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Tycoons and the Grizzlies. John Gray, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully, his mojo starts turning around.
And stepping in, Trey Turner. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for Canada, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
And now the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been very good in D-Row. Through the first 4 games of this homestand, big donut, 0. 0-4, that's not going to cut it in this league.
Yeah, we started to hear a spattering of boos yesterday coming from the home faithful. They have to find a way to right the ship.
Fouled off. Line drive, base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray, just 3 for 14. He's also gone down on strikes 9 times. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Count remains full. He'll try it again, 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another one sent foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting third.
1 out, runner at first, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Has a look, now the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 home. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening, ball 2. Turner, base runner at first with 1 out. Outside, 3-0 now.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0, you can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1. No offer there from Trout as that misses, and he'll take the walk.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
So now into the box is Christian Yelich, and he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series, really swinging it well. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
A ball and a strike now. High and deep to right center. Ranging back is Lewis. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
That is it. The designated hitter, Ronald Acuna.
Acuna digs in now. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
First offering. Ball one, taken just off the inside. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's gone 3 for 6. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's the 1-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Clayton Kershaw is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Now into the box, Sam Haggerty. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, Sam Haggerty.
Pitch on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. Yelich on the move. Now a reaching grab as he makes the play and loses his balance all at once.
The shortstop, JP.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. The pitch.
That's a ball.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
The next 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So now to the plate, Kyle Lewis. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-1.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Drilled to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Wow, I'm not sure how, but it looks like he didn't even touch this thing. Might have been thinking about throwing the ball before he actually caught it. The game moves fast, but you have to do one thing at a time.
The next batter will be Evan White. Now a swing and a fly ball. Judge is on his horse, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Aaron Judge.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. It's been pretty good, 5 for 12. No score here as we play inning number 2. Here's a high pop-up. White is under it. 2 down. 2 down, no one on base, and that'll bring in Manny Machado. First offering on its way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Trevor Story steps in now as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Trammell gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So here now is Ty France. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. He's 0 for 7. First pitch of the AB now. Kershaw is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
Now the 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting 6th, the second baseman.
Ready now is Dylan Moore. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Dylan Moore stands in as he looks at a called strike. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home, fouled away. The next 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Into the box now, Jake Fraley, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Two and 0.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Bottom of the second here with no score. 3-0 now.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
The 3-0 pitch.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Three and 1. Here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Trey Turner is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
2-1 the count to Trey Turner. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And gone. An absolute bomb. Trey Turner with a solo shot. Second home run early in the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that one yanked just foul.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. 2 balls and a strike to Freeman. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Three and 2 now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
No outs, nobody on. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The next 3-2. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now to the plate, here is Mike Trout. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Comes set, now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. 2-0.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Big pitch to Trout, 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1. Freeman on at first, nobody out. Swinging a drive to left by Trout. This one's got a chance. Into the second deck and gone. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. 4th home run here in the early going, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
And here's Christian Yelich now. And it's fouled away. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Here's the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
3 runs already home here. 1-2 for Christian Yelich. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Here's another 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division.
Hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Stepping up is Ronald Acuna, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher's going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now at the plate is Aaron Judge. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Judge is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
The 1-1 home. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Spin and a throw back to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out. Stepping in once again is JT Realmuto. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. From the belt, kicks and deals. This one's flared toward left center. Crawford onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down. The throw home. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
You love the aggressive base running right there. It's not easy to make that throw and give that catcher time to adjust his feet and get that tag down.
No, very aggressive send right there. You take a chance. You hope the throw is a little bit offline, and that paid off right there.
And in steps Manny Machado. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Comes set and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Trammell is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Canada is out in front here 4-0. The batter will be Taylor Trammell. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at bat at a time.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Fouled off. The 2-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Judge is under it. 1 out. Next here is Jacob Nottingham. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. And now the first pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it looks like that'll put him into the hit column here, as this is into left field, a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Sam Haggerty.
At the plate, Sam Haggerty, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. A 1 pitch on its way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nottingham stands at first with 1 out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout
The
stuff
batter,
working
number
for him
3,
these days. Looking back at his
shortstop,
last start, he racked up
JP
9 Ks, and now he's
Crawford.
looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Skied into very shallow right. Judge is under it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Now it'll be Trevor Story. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Fouled away. Popped up, and he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. Here now is Trey Turner. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to be feeling pretty confident right here.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
It's rare to hit a triple, but he's knocking on the door of history right now. In addition to that 3-bagger, which is the hardest one to get, he already has a home run and a single. So if he gets a double next time up, he's going to have a cycle.
Nick Margavich's answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box, Freddie Freeman. Hot shot down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
The center fielder, number 27.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch. Infield playing back. A ball is able to sneak through. A base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lewis waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. In is Christian Yelich. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
In there, 1-1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1, and he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Tycoons are out in front here, 5-0. At the plate now is Kyle Lewis. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Now the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. To 2-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Evan White will be next. Swing and a liner, but this is going to land foul, so they'll tee it up again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
To the plate now, Evan White. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Struck out in his first at bat. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
1 and 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The next 1-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Popped him up. Freeman will wait on it. And there's the second out of the inning. So the next to bat will be Ty France. First pitch on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Story picks it up, throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and standing in is the DH, Ronald Acuna. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. The 1-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Lewis waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him. 1 out, nobody on. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Trammell is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in next, JT Realmuto popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ball 1. This is line to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So the 2-out hit here extends the inning for Manny Machado.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Here's Manny Machado now as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Realmuto, the runner at first with 2 gone. 1-2 now.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Ready with the 1-2. in the dirt here. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Full count still. White into foul territory. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now Manny turns on one and sends it to deep left. And gone up into the second deck. A 2-run home run for Manny Machado. Second home run early in the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
At the plate now, Trevor Story. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. One and one the count now. And the pitch. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's just 2 for 9. The 2-1 home.
I got 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 9, shortstop,
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 3 hits in 3 trips to the plate for him so far. And now they've got him in a rundown. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Now at the plate, here is Dylan Moore. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Fouled off. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
So now to the plate, Jake Fraley. As Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
In now, Taylor Trammell. As Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike one. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
1-2 now.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
And the pitch. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1. And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Up next, Freddie Freeman delivered an RBI single last time up. First pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Mike Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Looking up is the left fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. His 2nd of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game. If this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Casey Sadler gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in now, Christian Yelich. Fouled away. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. So now to the plate, Jacob Nottingham. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around first, digging for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Standing in now, Sam Haggerty standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Nottingham leads off second with nobody out. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. He waits. Now the pitch, and it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. On a rope to the second baseman.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, JP.
Next, it'll be J.P. Crawford. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the AB now. Fouled off. Runner at second here with one man out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there and see you later.
Into the box, Kyle Lewis. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Striding forward now is the DH, Ronald Acuna, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The windup and the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Here it is, the 3-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So next to bat will be JT Realmuto. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Pitch on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Right fielder is on the run, and this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
So now to the plate, Manny Machado. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. His pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Realmuto at second with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. Don't touch that dial or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. So stepping in is Evan White. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
The first baseman, Evan White.
First pitch on the way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
I got the count 1-2.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Full count, 3-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. And now in the box, Ty France grounded out in his last at bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And he misses. 2-1. Kershaw still unscored upon here through 6 1/3 innings. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Story brings it in. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now. 2 away. So next to hit is Dylan Moore. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
2 out, nobody on. In there, 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Next up, Jake Fraley, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First offering, bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
0-1, here it comes. Hit out towards second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Ready to begin the 8th, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story.
The second baseman, Trevor Story.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
2-1 the count. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Stepping in next, Trey Turner. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Into the windup and the pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Into the box, Freddie Freeman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Reined in. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Canada leads it 8-0. Alex Vesia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Vesia.
Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Taylor Trammell.
The right fielder, Taylor Trammell.
First pitch on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Trout has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter.
And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
In now, Jacob Nottingham, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
Nope.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's ball 2 now. All even now, 2-2. Too high, ball 3.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Stepping in now, Sam Haggerty, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Yelich, and that will end up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
A bouncer up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. We've played 8 full. The Tycoons lead this one 8-0. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1. This is line to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Got a pretty good pitch to hit there and turned it into extra bases. And to me, this goes back to what we were saying about this reliever pitching longer than he's really used to. I do think he's fighting exhaustion right now.
At the plate now, Christian Yelich, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Can't get him to chase. It's 1 and 2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0 and 2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Here now the 2-2. Line toward right center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Trout is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
You could tell he wants that pitch back. That was a changeup right there that he handled nicely. Just got a hair early on and hooked it foul.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Popped him up. White moving to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the
So now here is Aaron Judge. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
The windup and the 0-1. poked on the ground up the middle. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. The Tycoons are out in front here, 9-0.
Leading off for Portland, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
He's set. Here it comes.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Here comes the 1-2. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and this is taken in for out number 1.
The center fielder, number
Next
1.
to dig in, Kyle Lewis. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And it's 1-2.
The count is 1 and 2.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage
12.
of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
To the plate now, Evan White, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside and low, 2-1. Now here's the pitch. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Hit down the line, and that is off the first base bag. Story scoops it up, and they won't get an out from this, as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
Ty France is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. Canada led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Clayton Kershaw wins his third of the season as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. John Gray couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 9 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the home team, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Braves and everyone at Truist Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.